It's always a good day when I get something ARC Trooper, Captain Fordo, or original Tartakovsky Clone Wars related. I'm very happy this exists. I'm very happy this is a thing. It is the Micro Galaxy Squadron Republic gunship, obviously the Muunilinst 10. Nice! Even though you only get 3, and the clone pilot's not really accurate. Yeah, it's really exciting, really cool. I do have the Crumb Bomber right here. I do have the Crumb Bomber. It's the only other one I have, only other one I plan to have. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I already did do a pretty detailed review of this Crumb Bomber, so check that out if you want. However, now it's time to talk about the old Tiger Shark gunship. I love this one. It is by far my favorite version of the Republic gunship. And it's looking really cool. I love the little figures of Fordo and the ARC Trooper. Those look so good. Oh man, it's so nice to see like a new Captain Fordo toy just like readily available, even though he is just a little tiny guy. Still, it's really nice. On the back, it pretty much shows you all the same features we know from the other ones. We can see on the back there's tons of other vehicles I will probably not buy. I might get the viewing though. I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know if I should get all the Clone Trooper related vehicles. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's just open this up. Let's open it up. Let's take a look. I don't really talk about a lot of Clone Trooper stuff on the channel nowadays. There's just not a lot that really comes out. And when it comes to like my old 3 3/4 inch collection, I know I've got a few other things I still need to talk about, like when the Andor Phase 2 Clone Trooper comes out, that's when I'll do like the every Phase 2 plain Clone Trooper ever. So that's going to happen. And other than that, I feel like I'm just kind of a broken record with talking about old 3 3/4 inch Clone Troopers. So even though I don't really have much to say when it comes to older things, it's nice when there's something new coming out. Man, I'd love to see Hasbro put out some more 3 3/4 inch clones. But hey, as I'm filming this, I will be getting the Hot Toys Phase 1, well, Phase 1 and 2, you have the option. Basically, just the Hot Toys plain old white Clone Trooper. And that's coming in like 3 days from when I'm filming this. 4 days. 3 days? 4 days. Let's say 4 days. Oop, there goes something on my desk. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. But I'm also very excited for this. The toy itself doesn't really have much to offer when it comes to anything new from the Crumb Bomber, because it's just a Republic gunship. But still, let's get it out. Ooh! Same thing happened when I opened up the Crumb Bomber. So yeah, you get all the base components, you get the gunship, you get the wings, and we get the little figures. But I do have to say I'm disappointed with this set immediately because you only get the 3. You know, this gunship's going to be so lightly loaded, and my Crumb Bomber is almost full. Like, this is not going to have any clones in the orbs. It's going to be kind of disappointing. But still, let's build it. Get the wing on. It's funny, I actually have my gunship displayed on my wall like this, like my Hasbro scale version of this. And I don't have the other wing on, because I have like hooks. They're kind of like hooking it to the wall. So I would love to get it down to show you, but I might, at the end of the video, I'll like hold this up to it on the wall so you can kind of see a bit of a comparison. But man, I love this gunship. It's by far my favorite version of it. I mean, blue's my favorite color, so I'm a little biased. It's just, man, I love it. It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm really happy they did it. One I don't really know if it's much of a complaint. I guess it's not really, like, super inaccurate, but I always envisioned the blue being darker than this. It's probably just because the Hasbro one I have, the blue is so much darker. But still, I mean, it's got that Rancor face on the front, which is super cool. And tons of people were surprised to find out that this is like a Rancor face, but yeah, it's a Rancor face. Now, I started tilting it over, and I have an immediate issue. Yeah. Looks like we missed some paint there. Actually, looks like that's like a weird glob of glue or something. And it doesn't really get into the front too much, but I'm seeing the front, there's a little patch of blue where in the red. The yellow teeth, looks like they could have used another coat. Yeah, the paint's not looking the greatest, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So yeah, the gunship itself, oop, I forgot that's on a ball joint. Has all the same functionality as the, oh my goodness, ooh, as the Crumb Bomber. Come on, get back in there. I bent it a little bit. It came out and it doesn't want to go back in. There we go. It has the same functionality as the Crumb Bomber, but it's the ARC Trooper one. I do have to say I did pay the $30 for this. Like I said in my Crumb Bomber review, I'm like, oh, I'll spend the $30 on this. And I did. I did. Do I regret it? No, because this thing's going to be really hard to find. But is it worth $30? Still, my opinion is no. Like, I don't feel like there's $30 worth of toy in this. That doesn't want to come back out. You saw it at the start. It has, like, the missiles and things. These little turrets can move. And we did clarify in the last one. People in the comments and everything did clarify that these are not manned. Those are actually piloted by the secondary pilot up there. However, these are manned. But we don't really have any men for those. Speaking of men, let's open this up. So we've got Clone Pilot, whose paint's looking a little odd, and the ARC Troopers. And again, I love the little blueprint of the characters back there. And getting them out. Aw, man. Aw, man. I love it. There's our little tiny blue ARC Trooper. He's so tiny. The paint's really good. And there's good old Captain FORDO right there. Even though it's funny, Captain FORDO is, I don't think a single toy has called him by name. Like, I was thinking about it. I don't think a single Captain FORDO toy is called Captain FORDO. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. But wow, that's a lot of detail. I mean, they got the blue stripings, they got the red stripings, they got the pauldron detail, they got the little binoculars sculpted in. And it's not just something where you could see this as like a Captain Rex repaint. That's like an ARC Trooper right there. Like, that's looking really good. Could they repaint this as for a Captain Rex? Absolutely. You know, Captain Rex wasn't looking that much different. It was pretty much just the ammo pouch that he didn't have in Phase 1. You know, they could just remold this for Captain Rex. But yeah, looking really cool. Love these little guys. They look so sweet. I just wish we would have gotten, like, you know, 10 of these. But no, we got what we got. And then the pilot. I mentioned when I opened it that it's looking a little odd. And I want to bring out the Crumb Bomber gunship and show you why. It's the visor. I feel like the visor is looking thicker on this new one. So the old one on the right, new one on the left. You can see the visor's just looking a little sloppier. Not as clean. But since I do have two pilots, you know, I could have like two pilots in one and, you know, figure it out. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do with manning it. Because I could use, you know, all the figures from the Crumb Bomber and basically just populate the ARC Trooper one and leave the Crumb Bomber barren. But I don't know. It doesn't seem fair. Let's get him back in there. How does he get in there? He's struggling. He's struggling. Oh, he sits. I forgot he actually properly sits. Oh, yeah, he's supposed to sit in a seat. How was I supposed to figure that out? That a character sits in a seat. That's ridiculous. But anyways, let's get our one singular pilot in there. And let's get our blue ARC Trooper. Arms up a little bit. The articulation's still the same. Pretty standard for like little micro figures like this. The arms and the legs move in unison. So we'll get him in there. Let's say facing out that way. That looks a little more proper, him like facing forward. And then, where is he? There we go. My second favorite Clone Trooper character of all time in micro version, Captain FORDO. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. So yeah, you know, you can have a cool little ARC Trooper thing inside. And it looks nice, but I just feel like it could have come with more. Because I'm missing troopers in there. Even though I don't really think this gunship, I don't think any of the ARC Troopers commandeered those. I think it had those in the show, but I'm blanking right now if it actually had the pods in the Clone Wars show. I'd have to look that up. Here's the answer. Here's the answer. I should know that, given how big of a fan I am, but I don't know. I'm just blanking. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Here it is with the Crumb Bomber. So besides the little crumb markings, it's pretty much a standard Attack of the Clones version and the Tartakovsky one. They're really cool. They're really, really cool. I don't think I want every single deco. Maybe if the opportunity arises to get the other ones really cheap. but I'm pretty happy with these. Now, what other vehicles would I get? Ooh, good question. I would probably get an ARC 170, since that's my favorite starfighter in all of Star Wars. I love ARC 170s. Might get that V-Wing coming out, especially since it comes with like a V-Wing like pilot, like a Revenge of the Sith style clone pilot. Pretty much it. Might get a V-19 Torrent. I like that one. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But at least this line has given me the Tiger Shark Gunship, which is pretty much my absolute favorite vehicle in all of Star Wars. So I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. Surprisingly, this is my only other version of it besides the Hasbro scale. I never got that Hot Wheels one that came out a while ago. I don't know why. I saw it in stores. I guess I just didn't really have the money for it. I was just like, it's clutter. And it kind of is clutter, because I'm not much of a vehicle guy. If these didn't come with the little characters, I don't really know how invested I'd be in this. Like, if this did not come with a little Captain FORDO, I don't know if I'd buy it. If it was just plain white troopers. But hey, you get a little Captain FORDO and a blue ARC. I think it's pretty cool. Alrighty, I did promise it at the end. Here it is compared to my Hasbro one hung up on the wall, so you can kind of get a look at, some similarities and differences between those. Alrighty, it's going to be kind of hard to reach up there, but there's the one on my wall, and here's this one. So you can see where I was mentioning the darker blue. This one's definitely a brighter blue, and I feel like that's really noticeable on the trimming around the mouth and the eye. But still, pretty cool. Pretty cool having the big one and the small one. I do notice the big one has like the gray color on the turret, on the wing, and that one is just blue. I'm not sure which is more accurate or not. I'm not that much of a stickler for accuracy. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Having the big Hasbro scale one and then having this. I like it. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I genuinely appreciate it, and it really does help. Let me know what you think about this. I think it's pretty cool. I'm happy I got it. Not super happy with the price, but hey, I'm looking at this and it makes me pretty happy. Main complaint, should have come with more figures. Definitely should have come with more. Especially since this came with a bark speeder and like 3 other figures. Would have been kind of nice to get a little bit more with it. Oh well. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.